Yo, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you with the NHL main slate videos, 11 gamer. So I figured, why not? I was going to do one last night, and then I saw it was just a showdown slate. I was like, damn. Um, so welcome. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, guys. That would do me a huge solid. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, so I do NBA videos, NFL videos, UFC videos, and of course, NHL videos, at least 2 to 3 a week, depending on how large the slates are. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Um, I'm on a 11 game winning streak. That includes those huge 13 game slates, and that's hard to do, guys. So yeah, we're lighting it up. Preston had a takedown the other night in the DFS club, guys. You're into NHL DFS. Help, you're into DFS, period. It's dfsclub.com, guys. You get my lineups, my cheat sheets, the projections, the ownership. You name it, guys, but you get every single sport. You don't just get NHL. You get NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, WNBA, college sports, guys. You got DFS Space and myself, Skywalker DFS. Just click the Join Now button. Click my logo. And real quick, guys, these are the cheapest prices in the business, and this is for every single sport. If you are serious about winning some money in DFS, guys, come join the DFS club. We'll get you there, guys. Especially the NHL. NHL's been and NBA have both been really, really profitable so far this season, and it's just getting started. So, yeah, come check us out, guys. Compare prices to everybody else. Please do. NBA, we've been having our 1 hour before lock members only podcasts. You get 24/7 tips and advice by DFS Space, myself, and the DFS Club. So come check us out, guys, dfsclub.com. And this is Draft Dashboard, guys. This is only $1 for 30 days, my sponsor. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard. You get access to all my saved lineups, all my watch players, the lineup optimizer, player trends, who's trending up and who's straight getting in the old prison pocket, the sleepers and studs of the slate, and the NHL cheat sheet, because if you can't win, cheat. And it's got the NHL article, top DFS picks for NHL, guys. This is Draft Dashboard, $1 for 30 days. All right, so we're going to break it down position by position. Goalies, you guys are on your own because we don't know exactly who's going to be in net. Sometimes we don't know like an hour, up till like an hour until. So we're just going to jump right into it. We're going to start at the center position. All right, so first off, Austin Matthews. You got Connor McDavid up here, but I like Austin Matthews a little bit more. He's been a lot more consistent thus far. They're about the same price. Matthews is 8.7, has a 100 draft dashboard ranking, guys. Edmonton gives it up to centers, guys. 29th in the league, 21, 24, 20 in his last three, guys. Projected to get 19.6 fantasy points. Austin Matthews, get him in there, guys. Next up, instead of Connor McDavid, I'm going to Leon Draisaitl, guys. 8.4K. Saving a little bit. But, man, he started out slow, and then he just unleashed the crack in here. 35, 24, 26 fantasy points in his last three, guys. So get him in there. I want to do a little, I don't know. I'm big on stacking, so I have to see tomorrow who's going to be in goal. That's very important to me when I choose who I'm going to stack. What the highest team totals are going to be projected, and then I go from there. Next up, Patrice Bergeron, guys. Another one started out slow, and then Boston, particularly just Boston period, just picked it up. 7.7K on DraftKings. I've been having a lot of luck on FanDuel, guys. If you guys aren't playing FanDuel NHL, FanDuel is certain sports I love. NHL and MLB. I do play the other sports on it, but those are my two favorite. It's NHL, MLB. Patrice Bergeron, 29, 10, 43 in his last three. Projected to get 17.8 fantasy points, guys, against Washington. I'm thinking this one will be a shootout, but yeah, guys, get him in there at 7.7K. Next up, Mark Scheifele, guys, 7.5K. Winnipeg scores like, it seems like 5 or more goals a game. For a center, like this is the strongest center they have. Like he's not nearly as I don't want to say is good, but he doesn't score as much as the wingers on this team. But he'll get those assists for you. 11, 13, 33 fantasy points in his last three. Projected to get 17.8 fantasy points. Has a 100 draft dashboard ranking, guys. Get him in there. I can't go this. If Winnipeg's on a slate, I'm going to stack them. That's just how it is. And Vancouver, too, they've been scoring a lot of goals lately. They get Winnipeg. So the over-under on this game should be huge. Elias Peterson, guys, 6.5K, another one that just emerged. 15, 27, 22 in his last three. 6.5K, so a little bit cheaper. 93 draft dashboard ranking, 9. Get him in there. Projected right now at 9 fantasy points, but we'll see. Maybe he can get 2 assists. And then Ryan O'Reilly. St. Louis has been putting in some work. They've been putting in a lot more goals than what I thought they would so far. He's 6.2K, 13, 20, 18. Projected to get 11.8. Draft dashboard ranking of 76, guys. Ryan O'Reilly from St. Louis. Get him in there. And then you got Paul Stansky, man. Former Las Vegas Knight. 5.2K. This is way too cheap, guys. 23, 13, 32 fantasy points in his last 3 freaking games. Get him in there at a mere 5.2K. Draft dashboard ranking of 98. Then projected at 6. I am projected at double-digit fantasy points, personally. Let's see. Next up, Adam Lowry, 3.7K. So here's some value at center, guys. Going up against Vancouver, really good matchup. Number 1. Number 2, 38, 15, 9, 17, 15 in total last 5 games, guys. So get him in there for a mere 3.7K. That's really good value. Next up, Nicholas Baxtrom. You know, he's been putting in work with the other studs being out due to they didn't have the COOF, but they violated the COOF rules. So he's been filling in quite nicely. 20, 15, 35 fantasy points in his last 3 games, guys. 6.7K going up against Boston. Get him in there. Let's see. And then this man right here is always low owned for Minnesota. Joel, he's so great, he's got to have 3 names. Joel Eckerson Eck, 4.7K. Oh, these are FanDuel prices, guys. Sorry about that. $900 cheaper on DraftKings. 15, 17 in his last 2. Plays decent amount of ice minutes. 18, 17, 17. Projected at 8.9. I think he gets double-digit fantasy points, guys. So let me go back up and give you guys the DraftKings prices. I do apologize. So Baxtrom on DraftKings is $1,100 more. Adam Lowry is the same price on both sites. Paul Stansky's $800 less on DraftKings. Ryan O'Reilly's $1,000 less on DraftKings. Elias Peterson, $200 less on DraftKings. Mark Scheifele, $300 less on DraftKings. Same price for Bergeron, $900 less for Leon, and $500 less on DraftKings. Okay, so we'll do wingers. We'll go to DraftKings over here. That way no one gets confused. I know DraftKings is more popular, so I kind of like FanDuel better with NHL, but we'll do the DraftKings prices, and then I'll just name the difference in between. So let's go to winger here, guys. All right, so Nikolai Elders, guys. My God, 5.9K, $500 more on FanDuel, 31, 19, 24 in his last 3, guys. Woo! Have yourself a season, young man. He's only 5.9K. Did I mention that? $500 more on FanDuel. Projected to get 9.4. I see him getting a lot more than that, guys. This Winnipeg team is just one of the most exciting teams to watch this year. But yeah, get him in there, guys. Next up, Tyler Toffoli, guys. 5.6K. Fitting in great on this Montreal team, guys. 15, 8, 41 in his last 3. $200 more on FanDuel. 100 draft dashboard ranking, guys. He's having a great season so far. Get him in there. Tyler Toffoli, 5.6K. Next up, Victor Iverson, guys. 5.4K. Nashville's been a big disappointment this year. As opposed to last year, just not scoring goals like they normally are. So it's going to come. I keep saying that, I know, right? But he's got 9, 17, 21 in his last 3. Not bad for a team that's not scoring a lot of goals. Now, he is projected to get 15.7 fantasy points tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. $400 more on FanDuel. Get him in there, guys. Josh Anderson. Finally getting warm, getting comfortable. He's only 5.3K. $900 cheaper on FanDuel. Does have a 100 draft dashboard ranking, guys. 11, 16, 13 in his last 3. You're basically just wanting, and from 5K and lower range, when you're making your squads, you just want double-digit fantasy points. We don't care how they get there. Is it, 3 block shots, you get a bonus, five shots on goal. We don't care. Just get us double-digit fantasy points, and you're good. The 5K range players and under, guys. Next up, Patrick Hornqvist, guys. 4.8K, way too cheap. 100 draft dashboard ranking. Going up against Detroit, guys. They give up the most goals in the league. Well, not just goals, but just fantasy points in the league to wingers. He's $600 more on FanDuel. 12, 15, 20 in his last 3. Patrick Hornqvist, man, get him in there. Then next up, we got Jonathan Drouin here at 4.5K. Sound like the Druid. Not bad. $200 more on FanDuel. 10, 17 in his last 2. Ice time, it varies from 17 to 12 minutes, depending on where the coach wants to put him out there. Second, third line, I don't know. But projected at 7.6. Not too bad for 4.5K. Then you got Andrew Robocop, guys. 4.3K is just highway robbery. 100 draft dashboard ranking. Part of this Winnipeg stack I love. 42, 11, 31 in his last 3. Unbelievable. Ice time, 18, 18, 16 minutes. Get him in there, guys. Do I even need to tell you? Same price on FanDuel. Next up, Carter Valehi, 3.8K. Florida, too, is one of them teams that'll score a buttload of goals. 14, 20, 23 fantasy points at his last 3. Ride the hot hand here, guys. He's $600 more on FanDuel. Ice time. First liner, guys. Get him in there. And I'm trying my best to pronounce the really hard names, guys. Wayne Simmons, 2.5K. Not bad. Projected to get 5.6, 10, 12, 13 in his last 3, guys. Get him in there. Good value there. Denis Garyanov, guys. I know he makes the video again, guys. He's 5.9K. I played him that last slate. He won me some money. I ain't gonna lie. For 5.9, man, he got me 27 fantasy points. So you got 27, 13, 22. Look out for this Dallas Stars team, too. They're another team to target as far as, fantasy-wise. They are scoring a lot of goals, guys. They got a late start to the season, but doesn't look like it. So, yeah, get him in there. Good value, 5.9. David Perrion, these St. Louis guys, too. I'm never really high on them, but they've been scoring decent amount of fantasy points. This man's $500 on DraftKings. He's $1,100 more on FanDuel. So you're getting a big discount here on DraftKings, guys. 30, 10, 25 in his last 3. I don't like that projection at 5.3. I'd say it's in the double digits, but yeah, guys, 5K. No brainer on DraftKings. Get him in there. Let's see. Yamamoto I was high on, and then he just kind of fizzled out a little bit. It's just not a good matchup either. Then also for St. Louis, you got Jaden Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you. 4.6K on DraftKings. Again, too cheap. He's $1,300 more on FanDuel. 17, 9, 13 in his last 3, guys. Jaden Schwartz, get him in there. May the Schwartz be with you. Don't you dare be sour. Okay, I think that's going to do it for a winger. So let's go to defensemen. I've been having problems rostering defenders this year, guys. I'm just trying to get consistent ones, and they've been struggling. They have. So yeah, Victor Hedman here, 7K, most expensive one on the slate. He's all right. Tampa Bay too. We all know Tampa Bay scores a shit ton of goals. It's hard to how I say this. They're not really paying off their price tags so far. They will. Trust me, they will, but It's hard to stack them and to put a decent like roster together because they're all priced up so expensively. 6, 21, 11 in his last 3. Plays damn near 28 minutes on the ice. Get him in there, guys. Jeff Petrie Dish, guys, 6.8K. Projected to get 7.7. Does have a 100 draft dashboard ranking for the slate. 2 bad games, 9 and a 2, and then the 11. Projected to get 7.7. Jeff Petrie Dish, guys, get him in there. Quinn Hughes, 5.7K. Same price on FanDuel. 10, 12, 4 in his last 3. Again, it's the ice time minutes, guys. Double digits, 5-7. You kind of want a little bit more than that, but, you know, he's worth a shot. You got Morgan Riley, guys. Toronto, 5.2K. Really like this play here. FanDuel, he's $400 cheaper. So, but DraftKings, 5.2K. 100 draft dashboard ranking, guys. 11, 10, 24 in his last 3. Gets over 20 minutes of ice time. You gotta love that. Get him in there at 5.2K. Toronto scores a buttload of goals. Charlie McAvoy, guys. Boston, 4.9K. 9, 24, 8 in his last 3. Look at this one. You got 27 minutes that 2 games ago on the ice. So not too bad, guys. Get him in there. Jake Musin, 4.5K. 3, 8, 16. He's due, right? Projected to get 8.6K. 8.6K, right? Let me slow down here. So he's $400 cheaper on FanDuel. So the defensemen seems like they're jacked up on DraftKings and cheaper on FanDuel, and it's different for the wingers. I don't know, guys. You can't make this stuff up. But Jake Muzzin, 24 to 22 ice time minutes, which is really high, guys. You got to get him in there at 4.5K just for the mirror. It's like NBA, you know, you're paying for minutes. You can say the same for NHL. Next up, Danielle Nurse, 4.5K. He's having kind of a slow start to the season, but he's out there 2 games ago, almost 30 minutes. So blocks, guys, shots on goal, blocks. That's what you're looking for Darnell Nurse. So get him in there at 4.5K, projected to get 7.6 fantasy points. Next up, Ben riding a damn chariot, 3.6K. Montreal, another team scoring a lot of goals this year. And they're one of the cheaper teams to stack. 6, 13, 17 in his last 3, guys. Over 20 minutes of ice time. You're getting a guy for 3.6. Getting you over 20 minutes of ice time, guys. That's a no-brainer. Get Ben riding chariots out there at 3.6K. Same price on FanDuel. All right. Then we got the more higher price guys. John Carlson, right? Washington, 6.5K. It's like I never want to pay up at defense, though. Some people do. I'm one of those people. I don't like it. He's out there between 25, 28 minutes, 18, 25, 12 in his last 3. So, I mean, it's not a bad play. Adam Fox for 6.4K, not bad. Projected to get 11.3 fantasy points. Again, it's the ice time, guys. 24 to 25 ice time minutes. Get him in there. Dougie Hamilton, love this kid. 6.3K, guys. 17, 5, 10 in his last 3. Projected to get 9.1 fantasy points. Over 20 minutes ice time. And then John Kleinberg, also from Dallas, guys. 5.6K. 13, 17, 8 in his last 3. Projected to get 8.7. I mean, it really depends on his ice time. It ranges from 18 to 22 minutes. Defenseman, I like rostering those to get 20 minutes or more. He's right on the verge here. So John Klingberg, get him in there, especially if you're doing a Dallas stack. Ryan Suter also, 4.2K, $200 more on FanDuel, projected to get 7.8 fantasy points, 18 to 24 minutes on the ice, right? That's what we're paying for. Ryan Suter, this Suter, those hockey fans already know about the Sutter legacy, right? Like generations of, they're like the Von Erichs of the NHL, guys. Get them in there. Noah Dobson, 3.6K, projected to get 9. Not bad for 3.6K. This is more like it. Plays 21 to 22 to 17 ice time minutes, 17, 10 fantasy points in his last 2. Get him in there, guys. Noah Dobson. And that's going to do it, guys. So let's go to the lineup optimizer and see what it spits out here. You get all this with Draft Dashboard, guys. This is awesome. All right, so not bad. I mean, goalie, you're gonna have to do whatever, but Mark Scheifele, Adam Lowry, Tyler Toffoli, Andrew Robocop, Josh Anderson, Jeff Petrie Dish, Morgan Riley, and Jake Muzzin, guys. That's a really good lineup. I will save that for my Draft Dashboard users. Let's go to FanDuel. All right, so we got an Austin Matthews, Patrice Bergeron line here. And again, goalie, it's all on you. This is with Philip Gruber in here. You got Paul Stansky, Jake Muzzin, Quinn Hughes, Morgan Riley, Josh Anderson, Victor Iverson, Patrice Bergeron, Austin Matthews. I love it, guys. These are great lineups. And that's going to do it for the picks, guys. Don't forget, you want to get in on this winning streak. DFSclub.com. We're the cheapest in the business. And we do every single sport. I'm working my ass off to get my members the best content, the best plays, the best lineups. So come join the family, guys. 500 plus. The biggest DFS movement in the industry, guys. DFSclub.com. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much. If you haven't checked out my NBA video, check it out. It's Saturday. It feels weird when there's no UFC on Saturday, but we got NHL, we got NBA, so let's go. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. My name's Gabriel Skywalker. I love you guys. Subscribe. Take care.